guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. I make videos every single week on lifestyle, beauty, and soul. In today's video, I have a big haul for you guys that I wanted to share. I picked up a lot of new products from Sephora and Ulta. I absolutely love watching hauls on YouTube. They're my favorite thing to watch. So I really wanted to film this and share it with you guys so you could see some of the new products that I got and I'm going to be trying out, and stay tuned for future videos because I'm sure I will be trying out a lot of these things on camera. So if you like that kind of stuff, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and press that subscribe button. And let's just go ahead and get to it. So first up, I bought a bunch of new things from Ulta. I kind of was in this phase where I was like, no, I don't need any more makeup. I have tons of makeup. And then I went through this phase where I'm like, oh my God, like nothing's right. I need like all this special makeup, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like Christmas and like I was buying Christmas gifts and I bought a car. And so I was like, no, like I don't need to spend like any money on makeup except for like foundation or things that I usually run out of. But now we're into February and I just couldn't resist. Ulta gave a 20% off coupon last weekend, so I decided to take advantage of that. The first thing I picked up was this palette from Makeup Revolution. I was so attracted to these colors. I thought they were so beautiful. I don't have any colors quite like this. This really sparkly blue and this green and these tealish colors. I thought it was so pretty. I also liked how they gave the oranges and the pink and the more warmer shades too. And I thought this palette was just so cute and unique. You can only get it online at Ulta, I believe. But whenever I look at it in person, well, the first disappointing thing about it was that it has this crack right up there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope the makeup is not messed up. Which it doesn't look messed up, but I guess you never know. The shades also don't look as pigmented as they looked online, but it was only $7, so I want to play around with this and try out some of these new colors. The next thing I bought was two beauty blenders. They're not the Beauty Blender brand though. They're from Eco Tools. They were having a buy one, get one 50% off, and I decided to take advantage of that. I've never used like the Beauty Blender type applicator before. I always just like put on foundation with my hand, which maybe is not the best technique, so I'm going to try these out and see how I like that. I also picked up a Wet n Wild eye primer. It's called the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer, and it's a clear eyeshadow primer. I always have to use an eyeshadow primer before I do my eyeshadow. My eyelids are very oily, and sometimes I will use, like for a long time I used the Touch Base from Clinique, but I'm not sure if they still make those now. So I've recently been like just using concealer, and I also bought the Smashbox primer, but I kind of think that's a little overrated for how much money it was. And some days like today, I'm just wearing concealer as eyeshadow. If I'll had some of those days, right, where you just like throw some blush and bronzer on your face, some bright lipstick, concealer for eyeshadow, and call it a day. Guys, I am not even sure how I'm filming this video, honestly. I got like 4.5 hours of sleep last night, and I'm on Starbucks like number 2, coffee number 3 of the day, and it's like almost 8 o'clock at night, but here I am filming this for you guys. But anyway, I picked up this eyeshadow primer because my eyelids always get oily and I really need something to make my eyeshadow last all day. Even if I'm wearing an expensive palette such as like Urban Decay or, you know, the Anastasia brand, I still need something to prime my eyes with. Casey Holmes, I love her videos. She raves about this, so I decided to give it a go. And I will let you guys know about it in future videos, so be sure to stay tuned. I also picked up a Infallible Paints new eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner from L'Oreal. It was on sale, and I'm pretty stoked to try this out. I love a good liquid eyeliner. I think liquid eyeliner is like one of those things where you can get away with buying a cheaper brand and it will still work out because they're usually so pigmented in general. I also picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the skinny brow pencil. I'm super stoked to try this out. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I've been really looking for a good new eyebrow pencil. I was using the Benefit one, where the Benefit Brow Wiz, where it has like all those different pencils in one, but I'm not that impressed with it. I don't like how it has that like silver thing around it and how the pencil is so like square shaped. This is really thin though, and I have a tendency to like thicker pencils, so I'm not sure if I will like it, but I'm just hoping it's pigmented and it will stay on all day. MAC used to make this eyebrow pencil called the Lingering Brow, and they don't make it anymore. So if you guys know of anything that's similar to that, that's thicker, go ahead and leave that down below. Finally, the last thing I picked up from Ulta is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. It says to put me on your lips. And this is a rebuy for me. I picked it up in the shade Contempo, which is this orangey red, leaning more towards red than orange. It's a brighter neutral, I like to say, and it's very versatile. Like, you can wear it with nudes, reds, orangey colors, even pinks, and it looks really good. It's very flattering. I would call it a universal shade, and I totally recommend because ColourPop is cheap and it is good quality. Moving on to my Sephora haul, I picked up my favorite Hourglass Immaculate Foundation in the shade Vanilla. If you have very oily skin, I urge you to try this out. It might very well change your life like it changed mine. I also picked up a new foundation because although I love the Hourglass foundation for its oil controlling properties, I want something that kind of blurs my face a little bit, that kind of hides any acne I have, any redness. In the Hourglass foundation, you can really build it up to, I would say, a solid medium coverage, but in my opinion, that is not a full coverage foundation. So I wanted something a little more full coverage, a little more blurring, and so I went with the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. And it is a matte foundation, and it's supposed to be, you know, very good for oily skin as well. But I've definitely tried a lot of other like matte foundations and oil control foundations, and I have not been impressed. So I would definitely be trying this out and probably making a video about it and letting you know how it works for me. Like I said, I have extremely oily skin, and I've never found anything that was able to control my oil as well as the Hourglass foundation. So I'll be letting you know how this works for me. Finally, I got some samples, which I love samples, so I figured I would share them with you guys. I picked up the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This looks really good, and I'm definitely interested to try a sample to see if it's worth it, to see if I want to pick it up. I have been loving the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It is super brightening, it stays on really well, and it doesn't crease. I love it. And then I also picked up the sample of the Gucci Bloom perfume, and this smells so heavenly. It smells like heavenly flowers, and I'm thinking about buying a real bottle, so I'm gonna test this out and see if I like it. That wraps up my Ulta and Sephora haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!